Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, he sheds himself free. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, these 2 teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Breaks through the contact. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 2nd down, here's McBride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. His 1st carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Vikings at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this Packers defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
Nowhere to go here. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. On the give. Here's McBride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. There he goes, left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 138 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You know, has to be really happy after that play? The offensive line. To be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big-time play.
Yeah, because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Back to throw here. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began. And they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw here. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Second down and a yard. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, it's Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's McBride, able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 157 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And now a run with McBride. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A run here with McBride. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2nd and 9 now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On 2nd down. It's McBride. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Catch made by the running back, Aaron Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jones going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Jones again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Vikings 34, Packers 14. Under is Carlson to kick off.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Watson. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 17.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Dobbs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to find Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation.